It's 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday, November 13th, 2023. And we're still in the first section. There's a little bit more goatweed here. I'll take a walk through the section so you can see the grass is changing a little bit. But as I was putting the fence up, this dog here, Snowball, he took off like a rocket, just running down the field. He was chasing a rabbit. Of course, the rabbit got away. But it's not uncommon for me to be driving around the field and see a rabbit just jump out of the brush there. Not to mention a bunch of birds and stuff like that. So that's one of the signs that your field's starting to come alive, is there are animals in there. That's what you want. Yes, there's some competition between the animals and your livestock, but the diversity of creatures is how the earth grows. It's how it works. So it's not just one species or one kind of plant. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Here you can see this western ragweed. That's the allergy that everybody has up here in Texas, all over the South apparently. But this is the reason. Our bodies are not used to the pollen and stuff from that plant, and so when it encounters it, it has a reaction as if it's been infected with something evil. So I'm still suffering the effects of it myself. It's better than it was last year, better than the year before that, which was better than the year before that. So my body's starting to adapt to the allergens. So yeah, so this spot, if you can tell, like here you have, that's the Bermuda grass, but just over here it looks quite a bit different. It's a different color, it's a different density, it's a different type of grass. I'm not sure exactly what type of grass this is. Oh, I know exactly what type of grass this is. This is Dallas grass. You can tell because of purple tips. So that's Dallas grass. It looks like the cows have already gotten to it. And it's a little bit dead here in terms of Bermuda grass. Oh, there's a nice little stand. But as I was going through and setting up the fence, I noticed the thorns. I think the thorns were here last time too, of course. It's not new. They've always been in this area of my field for a while now. Always for a while. No, they've been in this part of the field for a while now. Well, there's something that's flowering. I don't know what that is. Looks kind of neat. I just had this thought when I was setting up the wire. I'm like, what if the goatweed is actually putting nitrogen in the soil? Or something like that. What if the end result of the goatweed is better grass, stronger soil? You know. Anyway, so yeah, so you can see here there's a bunch of vines. I want to say it's like blackberry or raspberry, something like that, but we get these great huge bushes in the Pacific Northwest of blackberries. This is nothing like that. In the Pacific Northwest, you can't kill the blackberries. You can spray what you want. You can cut it down as much as you like. You have to go down there and dig the roots out. And even then, if you just leave a little root left, it'll come back the next year. So my brother, he's up in Iowa, and his wife wanted to plant a blackberry bush, and he was against it. He's like, no, you don't understand. Don't plant blackberries up here in Iowa. It's going to spread all over the place. Mass destruction. Oh, look, here's some tiny green grass growing. But he said that the plant died, which he'd never seen before. He'd never seen a blackberry bush die before. He said it was the weirdest thing. You know, because of where we grew up, you know, the blackberries just take over everything. They like acidic soil, and the soil that's left behind when you clear a forest is acidic, right? And we have lots of forest land up there. That's about the only thing that does grow is trees. And you know, I was astounded when I came down here to Texas, and the amount of life that's here, it's just ridiculous. Like, we talk about the Pacific Northwest being green, but this is a green on another scale. You know, by comparison, if the Pacific Northwest is green, this is practically the Garden of Eden here, you know. Even with all the weeds and stuff, it's just amazing how much stuff grows and how quickly it grows, and you know, the quantity and diversity of life down here. The insects are crazy. Look, there's a dead grasshopper. I ran over it, I guess. Poor guy. He was probably dying anyway. The insects are crazy down here. The birds are crazy down here. The squirrels are everywhere, you know. Nothing like it was in the Pacific Northwest when... Oh, there goes the rabbit. Where'd he come from? Yeah. Oh, I think the dog caught sense of that rabbit. Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Right here. Right here. Right here. He's coming this way. The rabbit's over here somewhere. He smells it. It's this way. There. Nope, that's a pile of poo. Yeah, you can start to see through the goatweed now because it's all shriveling up. Oh, I should mention. So I read that goatweed is a natural laxative. And so I got like a handful of these dried seeds and leaves and steeped it in tea for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. The tea turned like yellow. And my wife, she was constipated. She needed some relief there. So gave her the tea, didn't put anything in it. No honey or sugar or anything. And she says it smells like goatweed, but it tastes really good. And so she drank probably a quarter of that cup of tea. And then my son, you know, he tried a couple sips. I tried a little bit too. Let me tell you, that stuff really works. It doesn't taste bad at all, and it really works. You know, it wasn't like I've taken laxatives in the past, and typically they're way powerful, and you know, they kind of beat up your internal system. We all felt better for it, you know. And so I think there might be a medicinal value to this goatweed. If you want to give it a try, go ahead. I'm not a doctor. If you take my advice and you get sick, it's your fault because you followed a guy on YouTube who's not a doctor. But if it works for you, you know, I will tell you that we left the goatweed tea out and it turned red, like a deep red. So I assume that's what happens when it gets oxidized over time. Or we didn't try it at that phase, but now we know. I should probably store some of this stuff in a bag or something. Yeah, it seemed to work for us. It didn't taste bad at all. It tasted actually pretty good, just without any sugar or anything. It's just like an herbal tea with a very mellow flavor. You know, it doesn't taste like it smells. It tasted more like, in Korea they have something called borita. It's made from roasted barley. Really nice stuff. I like borita. I haven't had it for a while, but yeah, that's what it tasted like. Just a nice mellow roasted flavor. So, and I just went down like this. I just grabbed it. It went like that, and just grabbed it, rinsed it off in the sink, and just had a big handful like that, and steeped it in tea. So, yeah. Maybe goatweed can be something we sell to San Francisco or something like that. You know, load up a truck full of goatweed leaves and seeds, label it an all-natural laxative. You know, the FDA probably wouldn't like that. We'd have to call it herbal tea, made from goatweed in Texas. You know, all natural. So, all right, guys, that's all I got this morning. It's like 50 something degrees. It's going to be 68 today. Tomorrow in the 60s, and probably Thursday or Friday it's going to start getting back into the 70s. So have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.